The subsidiary companies of National Dairy Holdings greatly value our employees, and we know it is very important to offer comprehensive, competitive benefits. We are pleased to provide you with the NDH Benefit Outlook program. Along with it comes our next NDH Healthy Outlook Wellness Challenge, the 5 smartest things you could ever do. Open enrollment is the one time during the year, other than family status changes, when you may elect to change your benefit outlook coverage elections, add or terminate coverage for eligible dependents, enroll in a flexible spending account, and enroll or change supplemental life and/or AD&D insurance options. During our meeting today, we will review the benefit outlook options, the rules of the 5 smartest things you could ever do wellness challenge, benefit and contribution changes that will be effective January 1st, as well as the next steps that you need to take in order to participate in benefit outlook options during the 2009 plan year. Healthcare costs continue to increase at least 7% each year, and we all need to work together to help manage these costs. Health coverage has become so expensive that more than 6% of employers in the United States who employ 200 or more employees are no longer able to sponsor this type of coverage. The number of older employees as well as unhealthy lifestyles also plays a significant role in the high cost of health care. If food prices had risen at the same rate as the cost of health care inflation since the 1930s, it would cost $80 for a dozen eggs, $102 for a pound of butter, and $64 for a pound of coffee today. In fact, one trip to the store to buy 10 common grocery items would cost nearly $600. The NDH medical and dental benefit plans are self-funded. This means that your payroll deductions, as well as contributions made by each NDH subsidiary company, are deposited into a bank account. The claims submitted to Blue Cross Blue Shield and Delta Dental are paid using the money in this account. NDH subsidiary company contributions will pay for the majority of the cost increase in 2009. Overall, these employer contributions will pay for approximately 68% of all medical costs. Your payroll deductions will pay for approximately 31% of these costs. Approximately 91% of the money deposited in 2009 will be used to pay the claims that pharmacies, hospitals, doctors, and all of the other healthcare providers submit to Blue Cross Blue Shield. 8% will be used to pay for administrative expenses. In 2009, NDH Benefit Outlook medical costs will reach nearly $26 million. And another $1.7 million will be needed to pay for the cost of the dental plans. We have already mentioned that unhealthy lifestyles play a big role in healthcare spending. In 2005, approximately $1.7 trillion was spent on healthcare in the United States. Around 70% of these costs were for conditions that might have been avoided, or the severity lessened, if we all practiced healthy living. According to the Centers for Disease Control, tobacco use remains the #1 cause of preventable death in the U.S. and affects every part of the body. NDH subsidiary companies will continue to offer the Clearing the Air tobacco cessation program and will cover both prescription and over-the-counter products. After this presentation, the HR representative for your location will explain the rules for qualifying for the tobacco discounted rates in 2009. Obesity and physical inactivity combined are the second most common reason for preventable death each year. An estimated 66% of U.S. adults are either overweight or obese. 50% of U.S. school children under the age of 16 exhibit more than one risk factor associated with heart disease. More than 1,000 people have participated in the Healthy Outlook Wellness Challenges in 2008, and more than $20,000 in prizes have been awarded. NDH Healthy Outlook Wellness Challenges will be offered throughout the 2009 plan year in order to help participants begin or continue a healthy lifestyle. In just a few minutes, the HR representative for your location will review the rules of the final 2008 Healthy Outlook Wellness Challenge, the 5 smartest things you could ever do. We are hopeful that everyone will participate in this challenge, which will focus on learning more about your health status by taking a health risk assessment, watching what you eat, tobacco cessation, exercising often, and getting a good night's sleep. In 2007, 21.2% of the medical claims paid from the bank account reimbursed pharmacies for our prescriptions. The copays that NDH participants were charged paid for about 25% of the total costs. This is lower than the national average participant copay of up to 35%. NDH participant copays paid for approximately 1.6% of the specialty drug cost. Specialty RXs are available to treat a wide range of complex diseases, including anemia, cancer, multiple sclerosis, and cystic fibrosis. Effective January 1st, the 30-day retail prescription drug copay for Blue Cross and Blue Shield PPO1 and PPO2 will be $10 for generic drugs, $30 for formulary drugs, and $50 for non-formulary drugs. A new tier will be offered for specialty drugs. The copay will be 30% with a $50 minimum payment and $100 maximum payment for each prescription filled. The 90-day retail prescription drug copay for Blue Cross and Blue Shield PPO1 and PPO2 will be $25 for generic drugs, $75 for formulary drugs, and $125 for non-formulary drugs. The copay for specialty drugs will be 30%, with a $125 minimum payment and $250 maximum payment for each prescription filled. The first signs of serious illness and diseases like diabetes, leukemia, cancer, heart disease, and kidney disease are sometimes noticed through a preventive dental exam. To help promote early diagnosis of serious illness, the calendar year maximum will no longer be applied for preventive and diagnostic services under Delta Dental Plan 1 and Plan 2, effective January 1, 2009. In addition, pregnant women will be allowed to have one additional exam during the calendar year. Hopefully, none of us will suffer a disability. However, disability statistics are alarming. Fatal injuries occur every 5 minutes, while disabling injuries occur every 14 seconds. A 35-year-old person has a 50% chance of being unable to work for more than 3 months before reaching the age of 65. 60% of the disabling injuries suffered by workers occur off the job. NDH pays 100% of the cost for the much-needed disability protection. In 2009, we'll spend more than $1.3 million for short-term disability benefits and almost another $1 million for long-term disability insurance. In the unfortunate event where someone is not able to work again, this benefit gives them long-term financial protection. NDH will continue to pay 100% of the disability insurance cost protection, but several adjustments to the plan design will be made. Effective January 1st, the elimination period will be 7 days. The short-term disability benefit will begin on the 8th day, and the benefit level will be 60%. If you are disabled for more than 26 weeks, you may be eligible for long-term disability benefits. In addition to the approximate $2.3 million NDH will spend on disability insurance, another $1.5 million will be spent for these additional benefits offered through MetLife and MHN. Basic life and AD&D coverage, the MHN Employee Assistance Program, the MetLife Survivor Assistance Program, and the Worldwide Travel Services. There will be no change in the cost for supplemental life, AD&D, and vision insurance available to you. The Benefit Outlook Enrollment Guide provides detailed information about these coverages. There will be no medical plan design changes in 2009. Please consider the plan designs and payroll deductions when deciding which option best meets the needs of you and your family. For example, Blue Cross and Blue Shield PPO1 has a $1,000 deductible, while the deductible for PPO2 is $500. However, the payroll deductions for PPO1 are lower than the payroll deductions for PPO2. Although the high deductible health plan has the highest upfront deductible, the payroll deductions for this plan are the lowest available. The Benefit Outlook Enrollment Guide has detailed information regarding the medical plan design options. When reviewing your medical options, please keep in mind that NDH offers several flexible spending accounts and health savings accounts for you to set aside money on a pre-tax basis to pay for deductibles, co-pays, and co-insurance. Earlier, we reviewed the Blue Cross Blue Shield PPO1 and PPO2 prescription drug changes that will be effective on January 1st. There will be no changes to the high deductible health plan prescription drug benefit. The benefit will be paid at 70% after the calendar year deductible has been met.